Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh. Bahasham Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Machak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elected tabernacles of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and wherever you may be, to you I say Shalom, Yahshua, Shalom. All right, we're going to get to this little quick, chop it up here. About this that I saw. It says China to deploy battery swapping humanoid robots for patrols along Vietnam border. Now, we talked about these battery swapping robots before when it came up, because we're going to these different sessions here. Always mentioning what 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. All right, and so which obviously the main thing that we look out for is microchip, his digital system, the brain chips and things of that nature. But there are other things that are being created in the earth and used or going to be utilized. All right, which mainly we talk about Esau, but in this category here, what comes up the most is China. So yeah, China to deploy battery swapping humanoid robots for patrols along Vietnam border. China just signed a U.S. $37 million deal to put self-charging humanoid robots on its borders. All right. China's UB-Tech Robotics has secured a 264 million yuan, equivalent to $37 million US, contract to deploy industrial-grade humanoid robots across border crossings in Guangxi, expanding the country's push to apply robotics in public-facing and industrial environments. Deliveries are scheduled to begin in December, all right, which we're approaching December, well, I guess here in the States. The agreement was designed with the Humanoid Robot Center in Phong Cheng Gang, a coastal city bordering Vietnam. The deployment will involve UB-Tech's Walker S2. In July and described as the world's first humanoid robot capable of autonomously replacing its own battery, which was in the video. The initiative marks one of China's largest real-world rollouts of humanoid systems in government operations. The details were first reported by the South China Morning Post, which we periodically look into that. South China Morning Post. Simultaneously, the company issued a brief public announcement on social media alongside news of its inclusion in the MSCI China Index. Border deployment to handle guidance, inspections, and logistics. The pilot program will deploy Walker S2 robots. It's fucking ads. Man. The pilot program will deploy Walker S2 robots at border checkpoints to guide travelers, manage personnel flow, assist with patrol duties, handle logistic tasks, and support commercial services. The SMMP report said, in addition to immigration-related operations, the robots will also be used at manufacturing sites for steel, copper, and aluminum to conduct inspections. Now, this is once again, this is China. All right, China, their biggest thing is they want to take Taiwan. All right, they're saying it belongs to them. They want to take it back. Now also remember we talked about recently with China with the robot wolves. All right, the robot wolves. So they got the robots and the robot wolves. And in the video, it was crazy because I just mentioned the other day, iRobot, and they had these robots walking to the shipping containers. And if you remember, when they took out the old model robots to put in their demonic versions, where did they have the old robots in the shipping containers just sitting around? Okay, so but and then when they brought out the new version, what's the dude's name? Will Smith played Spooner. Okay, when he was in the not alley, but he was in the tunnel, and then they brought the big, I guess it's a futuristic version of a huge truck or whatever, to transport. They brought that and they turned it sideways, and all these bunch of robots started jumping out of there. Okay, now I'm not saying this is on this level. I'm just mentioning that because once again, we always mention Esau shows you a lot of things in his movies. Now, it may not be exactly what's in the movie, but it may be like a certain thing, like these robots, like he showed you the movie. Now, of course, real life ain't gonna go like the movie, but the fact that he's actually trying to create these robots, he's trying to create the technologies, the system, and things of that nature. So he puts a lot of things in his movie as a way as saying that, see, I told you. All right, we told you we were going to do it. We just didn't actually say we were going to do it. Put it in the movies to show you. All right, which is a form of desensitizing people to certain things and kind of walking them into the way that they want them to be. Anyways, the deal reflects on acceleration in China's broader, and we are talking about China. I just mentioned Esau for a moment, though. The deal reflects in acceleration in China's broader effort to commercialize embodied AI. All right, the robotics sector has received strong policy backing, and agencies across multiple provinces have begun incorporating robots into routine work. Right. Similar deployments have also appeared in airports, government offices, and at major events. All right. Similar deployments of these robots have also appeared in airports, government offices, and at major events. So they're really making use of their robots. Now they're not quite, they're not humanoid. They're still just, move robotically, but they're making use of them. And of course, you could probably bet behind the scenes they're trying to advance this technology. Okay, but what they have already is obviously good enough to put out there to use, and they're making use of them. And this article is talking about making them patrol borders. Okay, similar deployments. We just read that. A China Central Television segment referenced by the SCMP reported that a related robot had been deployed at Guangzhou Jiaoshan International Airport to answer passenger questions. Look at that, see? To answer passenger questions. Okay. During this year's Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Tianjin, immigration authorities used a multilingual robot developed by Beijing-based IBIN Intelligence. Police patrol robots. All right. Police patrol robots have also been seen in cities such as Shenzhen, Shanghai, and Chengdu. Walker S2, industrial-grade humanoid designed for continuous operation. While the deployment itself targets border and industrial applications, the Walker S2's design is rooted in smart manufacturing and logistics. UB Tech describes the robot as an industrial-grade humanoid built for a high up time and complex manipulation tasks. Standing at around 1.76 meters tall, the Walker S2 features a highly articulated body with 52 degrees of freedom, including 4th-generation dexterous hands with 11 degrees of freedom each. These enable sub-millimeter precision for tasks such as assembly and grasping. All right. So the robot can handle loads of up to 15 kilograms or 33 pounds per arm across a workspace stretching from ground level to 1.8 meters. All right, so on and so forth, As a matter of fact, what we'll do is, because this article keeps pushing me out because there's so much stuff happening. So all this stuff happening in the background. You could read more on that yourself. We got the gist of it. China to deploy battery swapping humanoid robots for patrols along Vietnam border. This is dated November 26, 2025. What I want to do before we close, though, or before we get clipped off again, go over here and see what we can pull up about UB Tech. UB Tech Robotics is a leading Chinese company specializing in the research, development, and commercialization of humanoid and smart service robots. All right. For a variety of sectors, including education, logistics, and wellness. Company overview: UBTech Robotics Corporation was established in March 2012 and is headquartered in Shenzhen, China. The company is a global leader in robotics and AI technologies, excuse me, and has developed full stack humanoid robotic technologies independently. UBTech is a public company listed on the main board of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange under the stock code 9880.HK. Its mission is bringing intelligent robots into every family. iRobot. And making everyday life more wild, more convenient, and intelligent. Light it up. Its mission is bringing intelligent robots into every family and making everyday life more convenient and intelligent. If that doesn't scream iRobot, all right, you gotta give me another movie. Products and solutions. UBTech provides a diverse range of robotic products and integrated solutions across different segments. Education, smart robotics. These include interactive robotic building block systems like Gmu Robot series and UKit series, which are designed to make STEM learning STEM. I think we talked about that before, but it makes me think about another movie. All right, Upgrade is a good movie too. But the little microchip was named STEM. Okay. Anyways, learning engaging for students through hands-on coding. Now, I'm not saying the movie and this what we talk about, Tazi. I was just random thought. Experiences and detailed curriculum. Logistics, smart robotics. The company offers full stack automated logistics solutions, including automated guided vehicles or AGVs and automated mobile robots (AMRs) under the Wally series, used in industrial settings. Humanoid and business service robots. UBTech has developed advanced humanoid robots like the Walker S series, designed for industrial use on factory assembly lines, and previous models like the cloud-based Cruiser, which was used for service applications in various environments like airports and train stations. Consumer-level smart hardware. The company also offers AI-powered consumer devices for the home, such as the Air Robo vacuum cleaner and cat litter box. Okay. UBTech is known for being one of the few companies globally to have developed full-stack humanoid robotic technologies, which include core components like high-performance servo actuators, motion control algorithms, and computer vision. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more we could probably look into, but I don't want to make this too long. Nonetheless, based on the article here, and in the video we found based on the article, these things are I guess what they're saying is active, okay, in different areas. And according to the article, the main topic was being deployed on the borders, all right, to patrol the borders. Now, if that's true, that's another. Well, actually, I can't say that because they're not like fighting robots. Let's say if they were fighting robots, they actually had guns in their hands and sensors and all these different things. That would be a new level of ground warfare. So now I'm not saying that they're not going to get to that level because they may. I mean, they have the robot dogs to assist the troops. So it's very possible they could make the robots do the same. So I can't say it's another level of warfare, but it could reach that level. But as of right now, they're just set up to deploy the borders. But we do know that China has those robot dogs, which they want to utilize in against, what was it, Taiwan? Okay. So yeah. And that's just one of many places. All right. China wants Taiwan. Russia wants Ukraine. America wants Venezuela, Canada, Iceland. They want everything, really. State of Israel wants all of the, everything on the coast of the Mediterranean and everything. They basically want everything that belongs to us, all the promised land. All right. The actual full scope of the promised land, because we only worked on a portion of that, but they want the full scope of it. They're, what they call it, I think it's the Greater Israel Project. I mean, you just got so many places of conflict and war. These all it should be wars and rumors of wars, all right? Earthquakes, famines, these different things in diverse places, all right? So, well, but we know we're living in the end time because certain end time signs are happening, all right? So yeah, it was just something that I saw. I thought it was very interesting. They're talking about deploying these robots, on not on the battlefield but on the border. all right, to patrol the borders. Okay, and you got robot dogs, and even the scriptures mention China, the pride of Moab in Jeremiah. But I was thinking of Second Edges 15. I want to say 15. All right. But the point I'm trying to make is where it talks about China, because they're the closest. They're the closest nation who has fashioned themselves after Babylon the Great. All right. They're like the Chinese America. Okay. And they've done a lot of that through their Belts and Roads initiative. All right. They've done a lot of that, put a lot of money here, doing a lot of things here, and there, and everywhere. Then on top of that, they're connected to the BRICS nation. They're a core member of the BRICS nations. All right. So, no. So we'll probably leave it at that. Lord willing, you will edify. Shalom.